Hello everyone, so in this video I will be telling you about different performance appraisal errors and how we can overcome those errors, the ways how we can overcome those errors, and I will be telling you that how we can make our performance appraisal more effective and good to go, that does not do bad or negative or injustice to anyone. So basically there are different types of error that usually being faced by the organization while they're doing their performance appraisal. The first one is biasness. Biasness is a tendency, ये personality based tendency होती है, either positive or negative. ठीक है, तो इसमें basically होता है you have the objectivity over something, like you have the biasness. If certain person has this one nature, it means that I don't like this thing, then I won't rate him as good person or as a good employee. No. So be objective and do not let feeling of other or disliking other individual make or influence the assessment of that individual, because that will negatively impact their performances. Second is the stereotyping. That means that you mentally classify someone as an infinity group. Affinity group, and how do you do that? For example, you think कि यार ये बंदा तो certain caste का है और ये लोग तो होते ही ऐसे हैं, या इन लोग की nature ऐसी होती है, they have certain characteristics and they do this or that. Mostly these are the negative stereotyping and not positive. So what you have to do is, how do you avoid that? You know individual as a person and how do they perform on their job. आपको उसकी कास्ट से या उसे किसी भी चीज से लेना देना एज एफिनिटी ग्रुप या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स उसकी कुछ भी है, you don't have to stereotype them. You have to go on the basis of the job they're performing and their behavior on the job. Third is hello error. Hello error is, for example, किसी का आपकी नज़र में positive या negative impression बन जाना. For example, I like someone, or since I like that person, so I will evaluate that person as a positive. And if I don't like certain person, then I will evaluate them as negative. उनकी performance जो है positive और negative में judge करूँगी on the basis of my liking and disliking and my impression as well. So this is not at all right. So what you need to do is, you always have to remember that employees come from different areas, different background. So always judge them on their actual performance. Then we have this distributional error. इसके तीन तरह के टाइप्स होते हैं. एक होता है स्ट्रिक्टनेस एरर, जिसमें यू बेसिकली रेट एवरीवन एज बिलो एवरेज. देन देयर इज सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी एरर, in which you rate everyone as average. And then there is leniency error, जिसमें you rate everyone as above average. So you should not make such decision and distribution, and do not make distributional errors. In fact, you need to evaluate each employee on the basis of the performance and not on the basis of the perception. So remember that. And then there is similarity error, in which the evaluator basically thinks that just like me syndrome. Just like me syndrome में ये होता है कि वो सोचता है कि मैं certain criteria का हूँ, और अगर मैं जिसको evaluate कर रहा हूँ वो भी certain criteria का है, then and there मैं उसको good और performance उसकी अच्छी कर दूंगा. And if that person does not pertain to that certain criteria that I like or I fall in, so I won't rate them as good. So don't do that. Don't embrace, always embrace diversity, and don't embrace negativity within the employee. Always evaluate them on the individual performance that they perform, and do not differ them from the other employees. Then we have the proximity error. Proximity errors mean that you make any approximations. This error state that are near proximate to each other, the performance appraisals, regardless of their performance, you may basically measure them or whatever the assumptions you have made. So that's not right. Always make the decision on the basis of their actual performance. Then we have a recency error. Recency error is the one, like for example, कि मुझे किसी employee का past behavior एक महीने पहले कुछ नेगेटिव लगा, उससे पहले तक ही वॉज फाइन, बट पिछले एक महीने या पिछले एक हफ्ते में ही वॉज नॉट डूइंग फाइन. तो उसके लास्ट बिहेवियर को देख के मैंने उसको जज कर लिया कि यार दिस एम्प्लॉय इज नॉट वर्किंग गुड, एंड मैंने उसकी परफॉर्मेंस इवेल्युएट कर लिया एज नेगेटिव. नो, ओवरऑल पूरे साल की परफॉर्मेंस इवेल्युएट करनी होती है. सो ऑलवेज इवेल्युएट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ either if it's biannually, then rate them on the basis of 6 months, and if it's annually, then rate them on the basis of 12 months, and do this likewise. Then there is contrast error, and contrast error is like, for example, I'm having a controversy between two employees. एक एम्प्लॉय मुझे अच्छा लगता है और एक एम्प्लॉय मुझे नहीं अच्छा लगता है, या एक एम्प्लॉय की परफॉर्मेंस को मैं कंपेयर कर रही हूँ दूसरी एम्प्लॉय की परफॉर्मेंस से, तो दैट इज नॉट राइट आइदर, बिकॉज हर एम्प्लॉय जो होता है वो अपना बेस्ट दे रहा होता है. तो यू नीड टू इवेलुएट देयर परफॉर्मेंस ऑन द लेवल ऑफ देयर रोल and their job task, not on the basis of other employees' roles and other employees' performance. So you don't have to compare two employees on the basis of their performance to rate or to evaluate each employee, but you always evaluate them on their actual performance, what the actual performance is. Then we have this attribution error, which is, for example, that somebody had a fight, recent fight within someone, and I assume it कि यार मैं इसको negative दूंगा performance evaluation में evaluate करूंगा, because I think he is very argumentative, whereas he is not. But I have seen him once or twice कि यार मैंने इसको हमेशा argument करते हुए, मैंने इसको last time argument करते हुए देखा था, इसलिए ऐसे ही होगा. No, don't make assumptions and don't rate anyone on the basis of their attribution. Always rate them on the basis of their performance.